Okay, so hello and welcome everyone. Thaddeus here, starting with stream number 16, officially 16. Hopefully it will stay 15. So, oh, and I got a message here. All right, so we are back in, and let's go ahead and I've got an update that I made to the pack. I'd been doing some searching, and I finally got a hold of Techno, and we got an update installed on the server. That update is a mod called Tubes, and so with that, we now have item transport tubes. They're very similar to tubes from other mods, or oh, what's the other one? Thermal expansion has theirs. They're not called tubes, conduits. That's what they are. So that's something that we're going to be getting done today. We're going to get some of those. We're going to play around with that a little bit because I need to get some type of organization going with these barrels here. And once once we get some organization going there, I think things will be much improved. Right now, this is starting to get filled up. It is doing very nicely. And so we want to do that because I need to get some diamonds so that I can do the diamond upgrade so that this thing can mine out the tin and lead and things like that. Now, I did actually expand it just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and move those bounds out, which they're going to need to move out. I think I added 3 rows. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick to the bounds. And it'll go and it'll start over again back at that end, pick the sand back up, and then we'll all be happy as far as that goes. So, looking, no, that's to see if my notification went out. Yes, it did. So I'm checking the notification here, and looks like it worked. Okay, good. That is exactly what I wanted. So I've got that going so that I can view it. I've got my chat open, connected actually under my uncensored channel because it's a little bit easier to do. Now I'm just waiting for the video to actually start. There it goes. Okay, and you know what? I am going to make a quick quality check here on this. Good. Okay, so definitely trying to work on getting active into the stream a little bit faster because it's kind of hectic doing that. And we definitely want it to look good, sound good, and get moving quickly. So one thing that I did is I went ahead and I harvested everything over here. And I took out the sprinkler because I'm to the point now where I've got enough. And let me just go and run this here again real quick. We are going to be getting power to it here relatively soon. But I do have quite a few other things that I want to do first. And then what I did was I put the sprinkler over here because we need a lot more wheat in order to make the moss stone, and I went ahead and I harvested what I had over there already, and so we've got 33, so that is a significant amount. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn that into moss, see how many we can get. Okay, so there's 3. So I think it'd be good to go ahead and put that onto our shovel, or at least our excavator, and maybe the crossbow. Right now the crossbow isn't really, I guess you could say, sustaining much in the way of durability usage, and that's fine. So perhaps we want to go ahead and prioritize something else. So first off, let's go ahead and get my timer going. And our excavator with a ball of moss. Oh, it doesn't have any upgrades yet. I have to use it some more. Oh, not much though. So that's gonna have to wait. Maybe I will go and just dig out the top of that hill right there. So inside here, everything is working lovely for this. You can see it's moving through quickly, and that's definitely what we need. So let's clear out some of the inventory on this by upgrading some barrels and getting some barrels placed over here for us to start putting those tubes in. So I did place the last of my barrels that I had over here. However, barrels are cheap and easy. Let's just go and grab a couple of stacks of wood here. And let's go in here and let's take a look at barrels. So from here, we just need chests, some logs, and some slabs. Okay, we don't have any slabs in there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and... Okay, there's a stack of planks. We'll use that to make 8 chests. And then we're gonna need... There was an easy way to split this into thirds, but that'll be fun. That give us plenty of those, and then that'll give us 8 barrels to get started with. We'll come back and make a few more in a moment. We're also going to need to make some upgrades for these. So what I plan to do is run the pipes out this way here. So I guess it doesn't really matter where I put them. Let's just place them here. That way they're far enough back that it's easy to walk around through here. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll clear out some of this real quick. Need to make sure I don't go into this area. So I think that's as far over as I'll plan on going. So this should level it up pretty quickly. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Come on now. Level. At here. I've already repaired this thing at least once. Okay, it only needs like 1 or 2 more. There it is. Oh, reinforced. Excellent. That'll give us some extra durability on it. Well, it'll take less damage. So while we've got this moss, let's go ahead and upgrade it real quick. Right. So that will start repairing itself, which is exactly what we want. Go ahead and I'll do my shovel. I'll eventually get it on basically everything. Well, I've got 1 left. Let's. That's all done. So now, what do we need for pipes and what do we need for upgrades? Well, there's a couple of things here we need. Let's start with 2 B's in Java. Our standard upgrade is, going to be to increase our storage capacity, which requires a barrel and some pistons. But you also need a structural upgrade. Here, this is the Mark 1. That gives you 1 slot. You'll see here the Mark 2 gives you 3 slots. The Mark 3 gives you 7, and you have to have each one of them in sequence. You can't go straight to a number 3, I believe. So here is wood, iron, gold. I'm going to go ahead and look into doing a couple of iron because we're going to have a lot of stuff over there. So the first thing to do is make 2 of the Mark 1s. And so we're going to go ahead and get some resources over here for that. Let's get that and these. Let's start with some fences. Okay, there's 32. And let's go ahead and make 8 Mark 1s. We will definitely need those eventually. And then the Mark II is we need more fences and then some iron. Well, I guess we're going to have to make more fences because I used all those. Okay, let's go ahead and fences. Go. Iron. Do I have any iron over here? I do not. All my iron must be over. No, my iron is not here. Still sitting in here? Oh, there's 7. Oh, you know what? I still had some fences. Take those. I did not leave any iron over here. Oh, that's right, because I made the iron bars to get the sprinkler going. That's why. How much iron do we have left in here? Have 4 iron ingots. So let's go see what we've got over here for iron. Good thing we went and got some lava. So iron, and then I'm also going to show you guys another little trick that I have. Rose gold iron. So there have been mods in the past that have allowed you to do what I'm about to show you, but they've done it in a different way. It wasn't automatic, unfortunately. But what I'm going to show you here is something that I have discovered on my own. I didn't find it in any literature anywhere, and I just kind of, went with it and all that to see. Let's there and see how it shows up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you see how I've got all these different kinds of copper? Well, get rid of that first so I've got plenty of room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these different kinds of copper. You'll see there's some tinkers, some foundry, and some flaxbeard, and okay, I'm not seeing any forestry in there at the moment. That's okay. So let's take a look at these 4 different kinds. I want to turn them all into one type of copper so I can store them all into one barrel, right? Otherwise it's taking up a lot of storage space. Well, what we can do here is we can actually take this, which one do we want? Let's go with, let's go with the tinkers. So if I put the tinkers in this barrel first, then I can place the other coppers in here, and it will change them all to the same copper. So you'll see now, when we look, it's all the same kind of copper. All the copper is now in here, and I can pull it out as one type of ore. This works with other types of items. I'll probably show you that a little bit later with something else. It's not a cheat, it's a shortcut. So obviously I could go ahead and I could melt it all down and turn it into one type of copper when it comes out of here, which would be Tinker's Construct, because this is the Tinker's smeltery. So this here just gives you a way to consolidate things that would normally take up multiple stacks. Okay, so like here here's forestry tin, we've got tinker's tin, foundry tin, right? So let's go ahead and grab, let's turn this into forestry tin, why not? Okay, so we put that there, put those in there, and now it's really easy for me to see exactly how much tin I have sitting there. And then I can take it out and I can put it anywhere I want, I can process it, I can do whatever I need to with it. Let's see, we've also got, now gravel and ore itself, I think will combine. But actually, I don't have a free slot, so if I do that, I put that in there, I think the other one probably. Yeah, so what we're going to do is, can we interchange ore and gravel ore? Yes, we can. Why? Because they're equivalent. If you look in the Forge dictionary, the ore dictionary, you'll see that they are listed as being equivalent. They turn into the exact same thing. So again, it helps with making sure that you have things, oh, see, like here I've got 2 different kinds of zinc those could be combined and made into one. So it just gives you a way to maximize your storage efficiency. So from here, we're going to go ahead and continue on. I need to get some more iron, because we're definitely going to need a lot of iron. We've got enough right here that we can go ahead and make those Mark II upgrades. And I only want 2 of those. So we're going to go ahead and just grab 2 and pull the rest of this out. I wish there was a clear button here. That would be nice. But then we need storage upgrades. And you'll see this one here gives us 3 slots. So each one of these is a single slot. But if we combine 3 into 1 storage upgrade, it'll use 3 slots. So it's fine for us to go ahead and do that. And to get that, you just combine 3 of these together. And you can always break them back going down as well. You can go up or down and use them any way you want if you need to swap things around. Okay, so let's get at least 6 of these going. So we need at least 6 more barrels. And that means we need some more chests. So let's get 6 barrels. And that's exactly how many I can make. Excellent. And then we're going to need 12 pistons. So that's one of the reasons why we need all this iron. And let's grab some redstone. Keep forgetting that I don't have to jump over things, because now that I have high jump, it works quite a bit differently. Okay, so let's get pistons. We need 12, we said. I don't have any cobblestone on me. Can you believe that? No cobblestone. What is this? So from here, piston. Okay, 12 pistons. Beautiful. Okay, so then we take this, shift click there, and then we can place, let's see, this. I don't think it matters what style we put it in. Nope, not at all. So now we have a 3 times upgrade and the structural Mark IIs. And I left the Mark 1s over here. Let's sleep through the night real quick. There we go. And there they are. Structural Mark 1s. So we've got 8 barrels over here. And we are going to give each one of them one of these upgrades. So all we have to do is shift and click, otherwise it would of course store them, and that's not what we want. So we're going to shift click, and now you'll see the number 1 showing up right here. That means it has an upgrade slot available, and you'll also see this here. It's showing us that it's got upgrades. Now we're going to hit this, and you'll see this is the 2nd upgrade for the structural, and it has 3 empty slots. We're going to do the same for this one here, because we're going to have dirt and cobblestone. And you'll see if I don't have anything from Java in my hand, I don't see that. So it's only when I have a Java upgrade or one of the tools, they have a hammer. So now all I have to do is shift and click on that, and you'll see it now has 3 storage upgrades there. And again, I don't have anything in my hand. So what do we want to do with this? Well, I can just break it and kind of place things over there, and I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Just because I want to make it as quick as possible. And so, because of my backpack, I can quickly pick up sand and all of that. There are ways to actually move the barrels. And you know what? This I know is full, so we're going to pull this out. And let's do the cobblestone there. And let's get the dirt here. But because I want to actually place these items in here. I want to go ahead and break these. Let's see, is it faster? Yeah, it is faster if I use those. And of course, if you double right click on the barrel, it will take all of that item that you have in your inventory. So remember, this was a full barrel of 64 stacks. So we're going to be putting in a lot more than just that. But we're almost done picking it up. Unfortunately, it won't take what's in my backpack as well. I could shift right click with it and, you know, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll show you how that would work. So obviously here in my digger's backpack, it's got items in it, right? And what it has is sand, dirt, and cobblestone. I should be able to shift, right click, and it will deposit all of that into that storage. Boom there, and boom there. So now I've got that in. Hooray. Because these hold a lot more than the others did. So here we're going to have, right now the only thing we should have in here is, oh, we have some gravel too. Well, let's go ahead and go with the sandstone. We're going to shift right click. All the sandstone is in there. I don't know how I got that gravel. We're going to put it in there to start with. Okay, so that's 128. That's going to be a lot. We're going to take this. So once I get all of it off the ground here, okay, obviously we're still going to have some in here. So again, shift right click, boom, quick movement. And then now we're going to have the gravel, which is probably all going to fit in my backpack because there wasn't as much. So again, a shift right click and that fills you up nicely. And this one here also has upgrades. Okay, so if I'm just holding a barrel, that doesn't count for seeing the upgrades. I would need to actually have one of the upgrade components. Once I break this, I'm going to have those. Because there was a Mark 1 structural there, as well as a level 1 capacity upgrade. And I better do that too. Because obviously I'm going to be picking up all of that stuff too. So this one here is probably a good idea to go here with the sand. Clear you out, and okay, that's all of it. So the next thing we're going to want to do is start having this feed directly into these barrels and into a chest that will be basically generic storage. Now, I don't know if the copper, it should go straight from here into there where we want it to. You know what? I've actually got... well, I would need an actual storage upgrade in order to need another one of those. But I do have some more barrels here available. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put those on the top of this. Oh, and let's see. I'm not going to want to do it that way. I'm going to want some... Do we have any dirt left? Yes, dirt. Reason being, if I were standing on the opposite side of this, placing them, they would be facing the other direction. And yeah, I can probably just rotate them with my stone hammer. I would imagine that I can with the interoperability of everything the way it's been so far. Hey there, Greg. Welcome to the stream. I am just cleaning up some of my storage here, getting ready to change over the way my storage is done. So I just made a bunch of barrels with some upgrades, and now I'm going to make tubes. Tubes is a mod that I just had added to the server because I've been having so much trouble trying to get the Ancient Warfare courier made. I did do a test yesterday, and I can make some of the other lower level ones, but not the courier yet. He's always been a higher level. So the next thing we want to do is let's go ahead and look at our tubes. And so in order to make these, we need plastic. How do we get plastic? Well, we're going to have to make plastic pellets out of clay, charcoal or coal, and sand. Well, do we have enough of these resources? I think we probably do. Let's see. Let's grab a stack of clay. Do we have 2 stacks of charcoal? We have 1.5. Let's go ahead and do I have a full? So there we go. That gives us 2 stacks of charcoal, and then we need 2 stacks of sand, which we definitely have. Okay, so I'm going to cook up a bunch of plastic because I think we're going to need it. Let's see. I need to get the sand out of here real quick. Long backpack. Sand out of here and the clay as well. So let's take a look at these plastic pellets. That gives us 2 stacks of plastic pellets. What can we use the plastic pellets for? Well, nothing but turning them straight into plastic. So after that, we get to build things. Now, let's go ahead and use our lovely furnaces here. Cook that up. That's going to take us a little bit of time. In the meantime, what I want to do is take a look at some of the other things we're going to need. So we have a standard tube, which is just like a Buildcraft pipe made with a single piece of glass. So we have plastic, and so 2 plastic and 1 sheet of glass, or 1 piece of glass. No problem. What can we do with that? Here we can make compressor tubes, which I don't have all of the information in front of me, but I'll go over some of what I'm going to focus on. It looks like the compressor tube, because of the pistons and everything, is going to be doing some type of item compression. Here we have an injection tube, which I think would be something that would place something into an inventory. We have a filter tube, so you can tell whether you want something to go left or right or up or down or whatnot. Routing tube, I'm really going to have to get more in depth into this once we get the basics. A tank tube, so it seems you can do fluids as well. Round robin, that is pretty self-explanatory. Here we have coloring tubes, so you can mark colors so that things are routed via color. Here we have the extraction tube. This is what we really need. So we need to extract something out, perhaps. Because of the way some things work, you may or may not need an extraction tube. We'll test it without, and then if we need one, it's just these 3 items combined together to make one. There's a buffer tube to, I guess, keep your network from backing up. A requesting tube so that you can say, hey, I want something, and from there, looks like a valve tube, a restriction tube, ejection tube to place something in the world, and a tube cap so you can block the end off and make it so that there's nothing there. There's also one, let's see, where is it? It's one that you place at the end to make it, like, say that it's the furthest place away. I don't remember what that one was called. Maybe it's the cap, but I don't think so. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see how much we've got here. Okay, we've already got 16 here and 16 here. We're going to need to get some glass. I'm going to go and sleep through the night here real quick. Oh, he already did. So how much glass do we have? 1. Okay, obviously I need to pick up some more glass. Now, I think the clear glass will work. According to the dictionary, it should. But let's go ahead and find out. So if I do half and half here, obviously we'll do this once to get 8. Now, can I put that in and get more? No. it will not see it as regular glass. I'm going to have to actually cook up some sand and make regular glass. Not really a big deal. Doesn't make me happy, but we'll go with it. So let's go grab some sand here real quick. Oh, I should show you guys the fishing farm. It's crazy. After I went and did all my fishing, which took a little while because, of course, the recipe requires raw fish, such as these. But there's, of course, other Minecraft fish. There's the puffer now, the clown, and the salmon. So basically, I told it to not harvest anything anymore. It's just going to sit there and not do anything. But we've got plenty of fish. Plenty of fish, let me tell you. So, let's grab our sand here and go ahead and cook up as much of that as you can there with those saplings. And we've got one set here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can place it, let's say, on the back of this and have it actually connect. Now, I don't see a connection. Does that mean anything? Not yet. Let's go ahead and see if this will connect here, okay? We can physically see the connection there. So that's great. Now here, looks like this is going to be open kind of like the red power tubes are. So these are all connected. Oh, see, it's going to connect there to the hopper, I bet. But, of course, it doesn't have any dirt in it, so it can't move it. If dirt were able to get in here, I think it probably would. But what we want it to do is connect here. Now, I want to take a look at the quarry's sides here and tell it that the back or the rear has an inventory. Let's see. How would we do this? I want that to connect. The rear is north. Okay, that is correct. So sides, rear. Why does it say top? Direction is north. Yes. This is so sketchy. I'm not sure how. See, these are labeled as. All I can ever do is tell it that it's a top. I can't tell it that it's a bottom. Okay, so what we might want to do is break this one and this one quickly because I'm going to remove this hopper. The only thing in it is cobblestone, no worries. So now let's see if this will connect here. It will connect to this, but it's not an extraction, and that's where kind of coming to it. Oops, wrong connection there. Sides. Let's look at the bottom. Does that change anything? Doesn't look like it. Pop up is. I don't know, that's how it was before, and then that was feeding. I think we are going to need an extraction tube. If we're going to need an extraction tube, I want to try and see if I can place it on the back first. So we need to get a sticky piston. Means we need another piston. Do we have any cobble? Here. Piston. Just one, thanks. And then we... Oh, there's actually slime of it. Nice. Okay, sticky piston, hopper, and the tube. So we now have an extraction tube. Now, like I said, I want to test it on the back of it and see if it's going to care what the bounds are marked for this thing. Now, it should be pulling dirt, because that's the only thing that it can place in there. I'm hoping that's what it's going to do. If it's actually... But I'm not seeing anything go through. So let's go ahead and look at that rear, and if I change it to that, okay, now it's pulling. Okay, so things that can't go in are going to go back. So we definitely need to get a lot more of these things going and connected. So it looks like it basically tried to send it, said, hey, I can't move it, so I'm not moving anything. And where did those items go? Let's go get some more pipes made. Tubes, sorry. Okay, so got plenty of tubes. Let's go see what happens when we connect these up. I have not used these before. This is my first time. So let's go ahead and get these placed and see what happens. So now it looks like it said, hey, I've got other places I can send stuff. And let's see what happens. So there's even one barrel. Oh, it just got filled up with, oh, is that rose gold? Ugh, we want rose gold there. But we're going to need one more thing here, and that's going to be basically a chest. And I'm going to make it an iron chest. Do I have enough iron on me? No, let's get some more iron. Go ahead and get that running. And let's make an iron chest. Which is here. So it's just a regular chest. Do I have any chests on me? Yeah, I already did, so we're just going to go straight to the... Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll make 2 for now. So let's get one of these tubes placed. And an iron chest right there. So now anything that can't fit in these should go in there. I want to get that rose. I want something better than rose gold. So now anything that doesn't fit in there should be going over into there. Now I'm curious if I put the extraction tube there, if it would pull from this as well. That's what I would like it to do, and we're going to find out. So, can an extraction tube connect to multiple inputs? Well, it probably will if I change the sides on this. I may just need to rotate it. We'll find out here in just a moment. So, sides in... See if we can rotate it. Let's hit Z. Nope. Let's see. Let's find out what the tubes mod uses as its a wrench, so to speak. Does it have a tool? So it could use something from another mod. Let's see if I... nope. Okay, let's just try placing it again. And did it actually pull anything out of there? It didn't look like it. Where'd the extraction tube go? Didn't get sucked into that, did it? Where'd my extraction tube go? Tell me it didn't fall down there. Hello? Extraction tube? See, that didn't grab it. Not in there. Shouldn't have gone into any of my backpacks. That would be... Okay, nothing there. from there. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump down in there, aren't I? I will. Let me sleep through the night. Need to be daytime. What happened to it? It doesn't make any sense to me that it would have fallen down there. I'm gonna have to hurry before it despawns. Okay, let's go, and we're going to drop down onto these. Hopefully not take enough damage to die. Yeah, it fell down here. Got it. Hey, get out of here. Alright, so now we just have to get out of here. I guess I could mine some of this while I'm here, but it'll get to it eventually. Why didn't it find the gold? That. Didn't need that. Okay, what kind of blocks do I have to get out of here with? Alright, we're here. Oh, I don't know that I have enough. I may have to dig my way out. Or try jumping. Let's see, I know I can jump 2 blocks. So I guess we'll do that all the way up. Oh, this is sure fun. And I know that we are at the point where I need to wrap up. I just want to see if I can get the extraction to pull from both directions. Or, yeah, I guess you could say both directions, but both inventories. Let's see, there is, man, my... Okay, so what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to actually dig myself down one and try looking up at it. Ah, I see. It will only pull from one side. The other side here, you'll see it doesn't have that pump action. So it looks like it would be able to not... well, basically, if it can't put it into someplace over here, then it will probably go ahead and put it into here. So let's see if I can actually turn this. I don't think I can. Okay, that's good enough for now. So it can't connect to 2. I would have to have a separate extraction module or extraction tube in order to pull these items out of here. And I may go ahead and do that since I've got plenty of resources now. Let's see, what do we have coming in here? So far, just the lappies, because it's only picking up the new stuff. So I definitely want to get this here emptied out. That's going to be something that we definitely want to do. That'll be something that either I take care of here in a moment once I go off screen, or I'll go ahead and I'll get that done on screen so you guys can see it. But that's done. We've got some general storage stuff going on. Probably what I'm going to do is move some of this over, and what I'll do with some of these is I will actually build a dolly so you can see how that works, and I'll just move them over so that you guys can see how that works. Oh, let's take a look real quick in here. Good. We're getting more wheat now that we've got the sprinkler over here. So that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will be back in a few minutes for the stream and for an episode. You guys will be able to see it in the next one. All right, I'll catch you guys.